From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good evening. Hope you had a nice day so far. This weekend is just looking magnificent out there. We had a few clouds filtering in here from the west, but that high pressure's really been doing us a lot of favor, so it really wasn't that big of a deal. Didn't impact the forecast too much and doesn't over the next day or two, even through Monday. So really not a lot to talk about over the next 48, 60 hours or so. I think the first signs of life in terms of more active weather, that starts to come in by midweek. Now, here through Tuesday, we have a little bit of a weak impulse of energy here from a low pressure system off to our south. Don't expect this to be some sort of widespread rainmaker, but you notice a few showers popping up, and that's kind of, like I said, a sign of the times, right? Now, as we head through the middle and end portions of the week, it's a little bit of a different story. That's when the more actual widespread active pattern starts to take hold across the area. As for precipitation chances, I think we're increasing just a little bit here across the North State. Not a lot though, so we're not looking at huge widespread washouts, but I definitely think as we wrap up April, we're picking up those rain chances a little bit more, and we'll start seeing that towards the end of this next week. But again, not a lot to talk about over the next few days. I think we're doing just fine here with above average temperatures, but we're not going to hold those forever. Here's that system here moving in from the north. We also have that cutoff low to the south, which is kind of that first sign of life, right? Over here through Tuesday, we kind of get a little bit on the north side of it. We got a few showers, but I think this system right here swings south, cools us down a lot more than that thing ever could have, and also gives us more unsettled weather than that thing ever could have. Even still, I'm not really that convinced it's going to be some huge widespread thing, but it's definitely looking like better chances Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we'll keep a close eye on that there. As for the wave heights here, over the next 24 hours, looks like we're picking those up here as we head into Sunday. We're probably going to be in the 10 to 12 foot range here, just 10, 15 nautical miles off the coast, so definitely keep a very close eye on that. We might even be talking some 9 to 10 foot waves there up in Del Norte and Humboldt County off the coast as well, so we'll have to keep a close eye on that as this evolves. It looks like it really picks up through tomorrow. Here's your lows for tonight into tomorrow. Along the coast, we're going to be talking 40s consistently out there, head a little further inland all the way out to Siskiyou County, and you kind of hold that too. Head out past Wairika and Reed, though, and you start getting back down into the 30s. Down through the valley, upper 50s, maybe near 60 in some of the warmer spots for your lows tonight, right? Out here in Modoc County, eastern mountains, pretty consistently near 40. Some of us might be there in the mid 30s, but I think kind of near 40 out there is the consistent story, so to speak there. So let's take a look at the big picture, because I think this is the best way to break it down more city by city, county by county, gives you a good picture of what we can look at for the week ahead. So first things first, like I said, through tomorrow, through Monday, and probably through the first half of Tuesday, we're doing just fine, right? Now through tomorrow out here in Trinity County, upper 70s, lower 80s. Again, holding this through Monday, no Monday blues there. But again, you start seeing chance of showers Tuesday. Then towards the end of the week, notice that cool down and the chance of showers starting to increase just a little bit. So we'll keep a close eye on that, see how that evolves. I think most of us across the North State are going to see that trend start to be the case there towards the end of the week, right? We're kind of starting here midweek, lasting into the end of the week. Temperatures cooling off pretty dramatically. Again, 70s for the next couple of days, 60s for the end of the week, especially up here down the coast. Up here in Siskiyou County, very similar story, right? Off to the west for tomorrow, we're going to be in the 70s, getting down in the 60s, maybe up there in the lower 60s up towards Doris and McDowell and Tennant, but I really don't think a lot of us are going to see that. I think for most of us, we'll be in the upper 60s, lower 70s. Not going to last long, though. Notice out in Mount Shasta City, we might not even break 60 there as we head towards Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Out towards Modoc County, similar story, pretty widespread. I would say about mid to upper 60s, right? We're probably going to be consistently in the upper 70s, or well, I'd say lower to mid 70s more so on Monday. And then we get right back out of those temperature ranges and into the 60s and even 50s by the end of this coming week. Out towards the eastern mountains, Plumas County, we're going to be in the 70s and lower 80s. Notice in Greenville and Quincy, you're at the air in 80, 82 degree range, so that's pretty nice out there. And I think we hold this into tomorrow, into Monday. Good luck, though, as we head through the midweek there. I don't think spring's going to last forever. I think we're still kind of in this active pattern, getting into the 60s, maybe even 50s by the end of the week there, of course, with those snow levels dropping, because that is some cooler air creeping in here across the North State. Now, as usual, you know how I like to do it. Winners for the temperature range down here in the valley, widespread mid-80s here for tomorrow, even into Monday as well. We might see some upper 80s, but we'll be in the 70s and even 60s by Thursday. And up from Lakehead down to Red Bluff, it's a very similar story, right? This microclimate is very much a consistent one as we head into the pattern here. Chance of rain creeping in by the midweek there, 80s for the next couple of days. So yeah, like I said, and why I kicked it off here without the future cast next 24 hours, because there's just not a lot to talk about here through tomorrow, through Monday, and then it starts cooling down and rain chances start ticking up towards the end of the week. Thanks for joining me for this forecast update. Hope you had a fantastic weekend so far. Go and take advantage because the forecast looks great tomorrow too. And of course, I'll be with you tomorrow for more Fresh from the Weather NorCal Command Center.